The sooner you understand this, the better off you'll be in life. I know that all you holy rollers out there want to believe that there's something, white pearly gate spiritual as it relates to what is going on in this world. But folks, you need to understand the people that are in charge, they get away with pure evil. They get away with infecting us with infectious diseases. If there's a real supposed pearly white gate God, if there's a God that loves you so much and you pray to him and so on and so forth, and yet he lets these evil, sick, twisted freaks run amok, what does that say about who God is? It says in Corinthians that Satan is the God of this world. Now, if you take a look at what the God of this world means, it means the dominating force that controls the belief, the politics, the economics, and the actual mental makeup of all of the people of the world. That's what God is in this world, folks. All right? The God of this world is not someone who's holy. All right? We are here because of a punishment. Yeah, all of us have been banished here because we are being punished. And if you don't think so, then why is the basis of life that we have to kill and eat other living organisms in order to survive? I mean, what kind of holy God would make a basis of life on that? That's what I'm saying, folks. To live is to die. Yeah, that's real Garden of Eden-esque, isn't it, huh? That's real Garden of Eden-esque. Folks, when Thomas Jefferson wrote the Declaration of Independence, he talked about all are endowed not by their God, but by their Creator. Their Creator. Yeah, I think that you people need to understand what the hell that means. The God of this world didn't create this world. All right? Whoever created this world to banish us to this world, and the God of this world is evil. I mean, how much proof do you have to believe or see for you to understand this? I mean, take a look around you. Take a look at all the evil people that are in charge of the world today. What do they know that you don't? Every time you do something bad, right, it comes back around, all right? It comes back around and gives you bad karma. How come bad karma does not hit or afflict these leaders that their decisions cause millions of lives to die, millions of lives to suffer, starve, be in despair, and yet they are continuously sustaining their power. They're continuously in control of people. And God is not punishing these people. God is not punishing these evil people. Now, you need to ask yourself, why is that? Because, folks, there are laws to this world that you are not privy to. There are laws in this world, spiritual laws of this world, that the church isn't telling you, that the pulpit isn't telling you, that no one is telling you. And that's why I'm saying, folks, you need to start becoming very aware of what is going on around you and stop living in la-la land. Because, folks, when you live in some ridiculous fantasy, when your mental capacity is somewhere else in some daydream, even though your physical being is on this earth, who's in control of you? Who's in control of you? I mean, take a look at our society in America today. Our society used to be vast. I mean, America had the Midwest, we had a bunch of small towns. All of a sudden, we are being collapsed into huge metropolises. Why? Why? Metropolises in which the much like the gulags. You know, that Stalin would send these people that were in the gulags to build their own prisons, to build their own death chambers. This is what we've become in America today. And do you think that whatever God you're praying to gives two rats' asses? It's obvious he doesn't, or she doesn't, or it doesn't. Because the God of this world is not the creator of this world. Do you get that? It says in Corinthians, in the goddamn Bible, that Satan is the God of this world. You have to partake in realism philosophy, meaning that don't view things in the sense of how you want them to be. You need to view things on how they actually are, how they are in reality. And folks, I know these things. I mean, do you think that I'm happy about it? Do you think that I get up every day heel kicking that we're living in hell? I mean, we're living in hell, folks. I'm not joking. I mean, our forefathers, with all due respect, they had to partake in nefarious Masonic activity. I mean, you know that you're living in a Masonic United States. You know this, right? They had to do some nefarious Masonic type activity so that annuit coeptus. Annuit coeptus. What's in back of the dollar? Look at the back of the $1 bill. Annuit coeptus. What does that mean? It means that God has crowned our enterprise with success. What God? What God are they talking about? And that's why I'm saying, folks, our forefathers made heaven out of hell. And right now, that's what we're fighting for at this point in time. You have to break into reality, because each and every one of these sick idiots that are in power today, they are living in reality. And they're trying to control your reality. Because, folks, that's all this whole fucking game is about. It's about power. It's about the influence of minds. Because, folks, your mind is a powerful thing. And that's what they... When I mean they, I'm talking about the people in power are trying to rob you of. They're trying to rob you of the power of your own mind that you can conjure up. Because what the hell are you, man? What are you? What are you? You're a meat bag. You're a freaking meat bag. You understand this, right? I mean, when you die and they cut you up in an autopsy, it's nothing but meat, you know? It's internal entrails. It's biological garbage. It disintegrates. What's making you alive? What is creating the animation that is your body? What is it? What is it? It's electricity, man. Energy. Energy. That's why whenever you exert yourself too much, you exude heat. You exude heat, which is energy. Believe it or not, they have taken scientific experiments and realized that the amount of heat that a body can generate could power a light bulb. So what does that tell you? What does that tell you, man? Who are you? What are you? I'm serious. I'm not kidding around. What are you? I mean, do you think that your thoughts are your thoughts? Do you think that what you think is really what you think? I mean, I'm serious. Think about that for a second, man. I mean, where does your thoughts come from? How are you in control? You mean to tell me that this brain that's in your head, that's 97% cholesterol, you mean to tell me that this, mass of matter is what's really in control of you? Absolutely not, man. Science has even proved to us that this brain of ours is a receptor of information, that all of our thoughts and everything that we think is not happening in our heads. It's happening somewhere else, and we're receiving it in our head, sparking mental synapses. Do you get it? I'm not joking, man. Look, I don't mean to freak people out, but it's time for people to start recognizing what is going on around here. Folks, this is something that needs to be said, because they're never going to tell you this. No one's going to tell you nothing. No one's going to tell you why these evil people that are in charge of the world run amok. They know something you don't. They know the laws of whatever pious, you could be the most giving, you could be the most charitable person on earth, and yet you could pray to whatever God you think of, and God's not listening, because what you're doing is not in accordance with whatever the laws of this world is. Do you get that? Do you get that? That's why karma isn't stricken to these evil leaders of ours, all right? I'm not joking. Why do you think these evil leaders can go and send people out to die by the millions, and God doesn't care? God isn't punishing these leaders. God isn't striking these leaders with lightning. I mean, why? Why? Because they know something that you don't. And the fucking sooner that you understand this, the sooner that you can comprehend this, the better off you will be in life. You will be at the same degree, for a lack of a better term, you will be at the same degree as many of these dumb, sick-ass, twisted idiots that are in charge of our world today. And once you obtain this type of knowledge, once you understand the foundation of what we are living